Hello, everyone, and welcome back to what is now episode 6 of the Framed podcast. Not just do you have myself, you've got Craig and Charlie, and we have a special guest with us as well. Special guest, would you like to introduce yourself?
I am Ken from Ken Reviews, Mr. I'm Gonna Watch It, so you don't have to.
A lot of us here today to have a good old week about talking about films. There are some films out this week that some of them are not too exciting, but we've got some great stuff to talk about. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pass you on to Charlie that's going to go through what we're going to talk about this week.
Yeah, so this week we're going to go jump back into the same framework as always, go off into this week's news, break down everything that's come out, trailers, posters, news, rumours, everything. And then we're going to go and take a deep dive into all things film, talk about anticipation for this year, anticipation for next year, the best of this year, talk everything film,
Beautiful.
And then also get Ken's opinion on all of that as well.
Let's go in.
Well, I had some very simple would you rathers for games again this week. I enjoyed that from last week, but I think with 4 people we can get a much bigger discussion on this. They're all very simple ones. Starting with a very, very simple one. Marvel or DC?
Are we talking movies, TV, video games?
Comics, video games.
Marvel.
DC.
Oh my god. I'm gonna say DC as well. My reasoning is I have more of a relationship with Marvel and they're giving me more, but overall I prefer the characters and like the animated and the comics of DC. And now we have an opportunity for growth and the DC can grow from here.
Yeah, I'm choosing DC because DC have won in video games with them Arkham Knight games.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they've won in comics. They've won in TV with the CW stuff. It's just movies where they lost. But DC's back, so we'll see how that goes. So 3 out of 4 is not too bad. And plus, DC's got godlike characters. I like that.
Yeah, I genuinely think it's only the Marvel movies that are like making it like 50-50 at the moment. Other than that, I'm not that interested. I say that I was playing Marvel Rivals before this call, but we'll ignore that. Yeah, go on then, any more? Have you got some more?
Your next one. So you got the ability to bring one film forward in time, completely finished as you would see it at its release date. Your choices are between Dune Part 3, The Batman Part 2, and Beyond the Spider-Verse. Which one are you bringing forward?
Well, no, excellent.
You want to throw other ones in?
I'm going to say the Oh, okay. We went for different ones. Why Dune Part 3?
I love Dune Part 1 and Part 2. And, I mean, I've got a signed poster up there, and I love those movies. I mean, I've got the book here. I love those movies. I mean, don't get me wrong, all of those films, give me them now, but Dune Part 3, Robert Pattinson coming as the villain, I mean, yeah, give me those movies now.
See, the way I look at it is,
I'll
take the Batman Part 2. I completely agree with you. All 3 are going to slap. But if the Batman I want now, because it's already taken forever, and also if it's out the way now, no one will get it confused when Brave and the Bold comes out. If that makes sense. People see the separation between the universes.
Yeah,
plus, I just want to watch Batman. I think that's a fair enough reason. Oh, that's nice.
I'm going to choose Spider-Man because I feel like that's done and it's just sitting there because they're worried about slates and whatnot. And I want them to take as much time as they want with Dune and the Batman. Spider-Man, I feel like, is ready to go. Worried about their scheduling calendar and whatnot. So I want to get that out of the way.
Yeah, we need that movie now.
That's the one I'd want as well.
Plus, we get it out of the way. The quicker we get that out of the way, the quicker we get Miles Morales in the MCU.
What order are them films coming out
about
now?
It.
Like, as in, of the 3 you just mentioned, then Spider-Verse.
It's Dune first, then the Batman, then Spider-Verse.
When is Spider-Verse, isn't it? Next year?
2028.
It's been pushed back like 6 times.
What the hell?
Dune's next year, December.
That is long, man.
I think Dune's next year, December. Crazy. The Batman is the October after, and I think Spider-Verse is the October after that.
Man, wait so long, man.
It's another 5-year gap. It'll be a 10-year franchise by the time it's finished, and it's only 3 movies.
Yeah. Animation as well.
That is really sad.
Yeah.
Mad.
You got any more?
I got one more. It's not necessarily got specific options. It's if you could live in one animated universe, so like Pixar or DreamWorks or something, which one would
have
you
we got
pick
free reign here?
Live it?
Just anything as long as it's animated. Okay.
You got free reign. I'm not giving specifics on this one. If there's an animated universe that's for whatever reason you've got a connection to that you'd like to be a part of, which one would it be?
Ooh.
I'll answer confidently. I've
Very
known this
good
since I was
question.
about 4. It's Pokemon. It is Pokemon. Life looks great. You know, I'm taking
That's
that.
That's a good shout. That's a good shout.
Yeah,
No one's ever in trouble. No one's having a bad
it's
day.
good, man.
You just have your
It's really
Pokemon. That's great. Yeah, that's what I mean. It's
so fair. Can't argue with that logic.
It'll be Justice League Unlimited for me.
I went for
That's
safe
a good
and
shout.
nice. You've gone for like
Yeah.
extortion.
I
Really,
might hop on the
Pokemon.
same train as you.
So
mate,
yeah,
then.
I just thought it'd be fun. Even if I
Yeah.
could,
I think that'd be great.
I think Pokemon.
I don't know. Like, even if you said like you'd have people that would say like Harry Potter and stuff, but it's just not like it looks like their life's hell. Every year it's horrible. It's just it's not worth. That's the only reason we watch them is because things go
Yes.
wrong.
Mm.
Pokemon's great. There's nothing wrong with that.
Pokemon's great. Yeah.
It reminds what you said there.
That's all
Reminds me
my
of
would you rather's.
I saw a video the other day about obviously James Gunn's Superman, and obviously we can speak about it now. We're way beyond spoilers. The scene where they evacuate the city, a car is in like the corner. A car is going through a tunnel towards Gotham, and like there was this whole tweet. It was just like, no, like Gotham is not compared to where you are right now. Gotham's just so much worse. Like that's your evacuation. It's just going to a city that's going to eat you alive before you've even gotten there. And that's what I mean. Like you wouldn't want to go. That's brutal. All right then, fine. I think we can. I think news this week is gonna fill up a large part of this segment. We'll start with weirdly on topic. Harry Potter. Harry Potter's HBO series has released 2 new images this week, which is our first look at not just Harry Potter himself, but Hagrid as well. Harry Potter came first. I think he came 2 days ago now, didn't he? And then Nick Frost as Hagrid came yesterday.
Yeah.
Thoughts? Yeah. What are our thoughts?
That Harry Potter look is crazy. The
Nick
kid
Frost
looks more
was
like
an
Harry
easy
Potter than
casting.
Harry Potter.
I think Nick Frost was so easy to cast him. I think
Mick Frost is going to be
that was whatever meeting they
Yeah.
had. I think that was the quickest. And they're like, yeah,
The one
It's
thing I keep
Nicholas
thinking about is his
Ray.
voice. Like, I don't know what. Like, I'm trying to think of him in other films of what voice would suit Hagrid, because he hasn't got the deepest voice in the world, which almost suits that character. I'm wondering if there's an accent he puts on for it or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
More like the Hot Fuzz. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, no, I can see what you're saying.
He's going to put on a deeper hot fuzz.
but he looks great.
Yeah, 100%.
He looks
I think
great.
he's going to do the role justice. Yeah, he looks great. I mean, I don't know why people are complaining about that image, because I think he looks like Hagrid.
I saw some.
what's the complaint?
People are just, a lot of people are comparing it. I think people are comparing it to Robbie Coltrane, and I think that's the big issue. They think, oh, he's not Robbie Coltrane. He's not what we know
Obviously,
as
right?
Hagrid. But at the same time,
Yeah.
all of the characters are going to look different.
He's
Yeah.
passed away, right?
Robbie Coltrane passed
Yeah, a
away
couple of years, yeah. Dunno.
2016.
I think he'll
Rest
do him
in peace,
justice.
huh?
Big time.
Nah.
And he looks brilliant.
Yeah, me
I saw
too.
people
Yeah.
complaining about like
I think he looks
they
great.
were saying like it looks like a cosplay level hair and wig, and I was like, I didn't think that at all. I thought it looked really good.
What's going to be interesting is,
Ruffles.
what's going to be interesting as well is they used a lot of different, because with the original Hagrid, he had a big old like mask on. There was a guy that was playing the actual Hagrid, wasn't it? And I think he's actually going to be doing the entirety of Hagrid without anything else, which I think is going to be really, really good for the role. But it's also going to be interesting to see how they do it, because he's meant to be a really tall being as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know how different they're going to play that bit, but
To be fair, they've made Harry and the rest of them like really small. So it could,
Yeah, that's exactly what
work
it'll be, I
with some
think.
camera trick.
It'll be
yeah, it's all different
I don't
than
know
I
what
think it
makes
was
sense.
20, 25, 24
yeah, something like that.
years ago now. Was it 24
Yeah.
years ago?
I don't know.
It's when it hits season 4 and them kids are like growing up and getting
That's
taller. That's when. Help me.
The main
Yeah.
thing that is sorry, I just wanted to say the main thing is with these series is recently I think we discussed it a couple of weeks ago, is the wait between seasons is getting very long, and I really hope they don't go down the sort of like Stranger Things route and go, okay, here's season 1, season 2 coming out in 3 years. This needs to be
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Dreamland.
a
Yeah.
very
I read
process.
about this today. They're filming 1 and 2 back to back to avoid the aging up. But what I also saw is that each season is only going to be 6
Yeah, not
episodes.
feeling that. That's a whole year as well. They're doing it by year.
Really?
It's like does it justify doing a
Yeah,
series?
but how long are the episodes?
With HBO, so probably about 50, 60 minutes.
I was
But I
hoping
still
it'd be more
think
like
maybe
10,
eight,
but
Have they
10.
have they announced who Voldemort is yet?
yeah, 6.
I
Nope.
saw this again today.
I was talking about
they've
this
cast
earlier.
him, but they're not announcing it.
Are they
Seems
doing
to be-
it every
for
2
the last
days?
2 days? It
or-
seems to be that way.
Yeah.
We've had a couple more castings, like smaller castings, haven't we?
Yeah.
Like Dursley and stuff. But yeah, I think the only ones we haven't had are Voldemort,
No, I don't think so.
Bellatrix.
I don't think we've had Sirius
Bellatrix, have
Black.
we?
I know
We
J.K.
still-
Rowling's in it as well.
We now have Sirius Black.
What was that?
I saw that announcement today.
But she's
JK,
gonna. I'd be
she's in it as
surprised
well.
if she has a touch to it.
She's in it.
Yeah, she's playing.
I'll be very surprised if they let her.
Oh, I
have a
can't
touch,
remember
to
her
be honest.
name. She was like the little
Umbridge.
mean teacher that was wearing pink.
Oh, I know exactly who you mean. Yeah, no, it's the other one with like the spiky hair. I can't remember her name, but she's been cast. I did a video a couple of weeks back and I re-uploaded
Well,
it.
I was talking about
for
Voldemort today, and I
casting.
was saying, I was like, since our last and only Voldemort, CGI has gone through the roof. And when you look at like the original like concept art sketches of Voldemort and what he's meant to look like, he's meant to look like a snake. So there's a chance that he's going to look horrifying. But then I was thinking, that's what I'm saying.
Well,
yeah,
the original concept design.
yeah.
Isn't
But
it?
then
It's
I'm thinking of who,
they're
and I
hot.
was like,
Yeah.
his name goes to me every time. He's one of the Skarsgård brothers, but he's our Pennywise. He's our Count Orlok. Imagine him as Voldemort.
Oh, Bill
Like,
Skarsgård.
Imagine
yeah.
Voldemort if he was like 7'8", like horrifying. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'd be game for that.
Mm.
But then I don't know who else I'd cast other than that. I'm thinking primarily for like prosthetics purposes. In terms of like horrifying actor that can play a villain, I don't know. I feel it has to be a big name because so far all of the main lot, other than the
Yeah.
kids because they're new, are big names. Don't know.
I think it will be a big name. I would absolutely love to see Ray Fiennes come back. Just,
Yeah.
I mean, you got all original, great. You got all original, but to see Ray Fiennes come back as Voldemort, I mean,
Someone said to
that
me
would be
Cillian
He was a
Murphy,
good Voldemort as well.
and I
He
was
was
like,
insane.
don't know. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
he's a front runner. Yeah.
Also, I don't think they
wouldn't
could afford
want
it.
Cillian Murphy
honest.
as Voldemort.
This is an HBO series, and he's an Oscar winner.
Yeah. Who I'd jump to is like the
But I'm
best
excited-
choice for Voldemort. I do think that what you said about him looking
Well,
like
it
a
has to
snake,
be
I
done
think
quick because
we're going to see that.
you see
a lot more.
Voldemort on the back of.
Yeah.
His name's passed me as I want to say it in literally the end of the Philosopher's Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Name.
What you mean?
Yeah.
But in terms of Harry, I think is it
Mm.
Dominic McLaughlin? Is that his
He
name?
looks brilliant.
I think
Mm.
he looks
Dominic
like Harry
McLaughlin.
Potter. You could just about see
They've gone for like an actual scar rather than a lightning bolt.
Yeah, I saw George Carney talk about this. I think it was, and he was like, because obviously the original one is literally a lightning bolt, which you look at it now, you think, yeah, this looks a bit odd, but I think now he's got like an actual realistic scar. I think it looks great. But I think the main thing is just I had this discussion the other day. It was just like these kids are just getting. I mean, not just the kids, the entire cast are getting ridiculed still. And I just think,
Yeah, literally.
they're
Yeah.
kids. Like, leave them alone. Like, he looks like Harry Potter. They're doing a new series. Leave him alone.
Well, is he getting heat?
They all are.
Is the new
They
Harry
all are.
getting heat?
If you ever do a
They're all getting
reboot of something, no one's ever happy.
Oh, right.
Which is the sad truth.
Especially the likes of Harry Potter, which is like
Yeah.
Very true.
top tier level fandom. Like, you know, if you're going to do something like that, it's like if they were to reboot Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings, it would just go. It would
Even if
sink.
it's good. Even
And
if it's good.
that's what
People
people are trying to make it
resonate
do.
with the others already.
Even
but
if it's going to.
The,
Yeah.
So you think they can't reboot Lord of the Rings then? You think that would be too much?
Nah,
well, I didn't think they needed such Harry Potter either, but here we are.
Ever.
They did Rings of Power, and look how that went.
Good point. Yeah,
Rings of
unfortunately,
Power
yeah.
is a very high quality show.
It's
I
one
just
of them,
think
like,
people
if
don't
you're
give it
not
a
like
chance.
deep into the lore of Lord of the Rings, I can understand how it could be difficult to get through, if that makes sense. But it was expensive to make, and I think it looked
Yeah.
great. It was just.
Second season was much better than the
Alright.
first season.
But my big thing that I think about is we've got these new characters for
Either
Harry
way,
Potter,
though.
especially the kids, and like the whole point of them is that we're going to see them go all the way through school now, and like you can't guess how someone's going to look when they're older, and that's always what like Daniel Radcliffe, like he grew up in like the third film and then just never got any taller, never got any like, and you would never know that, would you, when you cast a child? And I'm curious to see how these guys do.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Because this is their whole life now. Do you know what I mean? If you've been put in a role like that, that is your role forever.
That's exactly it. Their life. I mean, it already has. Their lives.
Like, there's
have
even a
changed.
chance that
you've
like
just been
Nick
cast
Frost. Yeah, there's even a chance that like
Harry,
Nick Frost,
Ron,
this could be like
Hermione.
his role of his life. You know what I mean? Like, that seems crazy to say. Like, we know him as a legendary actor from everywhere else, but it's possible. Do you know? If it depends how well this goes.
Outside of Hot Fuzz,
I can
what
now
else
say
would
How
you
to
know
Train Your
Nick Frost
Dragon.
for?
I can now say that he
Yeah, he's been.
I just
he
remembered.
was
You got
he was
Cornetto
also in the
trilogy,
film
you
with
got
Florence
Cornetto trilogy.
Pugh about Paige the wrestler, which is
Oh, fine.
Yes, he was. He's been in a couple of things. A couple of things.
Exactly,
escape me, but
yeah.
If you were to think of Nick Frost, you'd think of the Cornetto trilogy, wouldn't you? So, yeah.
What about for a plot twist? Daniel Radcliffe
just
as
that.
Voldemort.
Can you imagine?
That would be crazy.
Well, it was like,
Emma
do you
Watson
remember
as
when Daniel
Voldemort.
Radcliffe showed up in Now You See Me as like a magician? Crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. But no,
That
I'm
was
excited for it.
insane. It just shows how much of an impact that's had on his life, and that's what you think of
Mm.
these kids now. Their lives have just completely changed. Like, can you imagine
The thing
being
is-
cast as Harry Potter?
They probably don't
Like your
understand that
first
either.
proper
They're
acting
too
role.
young to have like get it.
They're probably too
I
young.
think they get it. They
Yeah.
would have
Yeah.
seen the buzz around it and been like, "Oh wow, okay."
Must be, yeah.
This is
What are they,
the whole
like
thing.
12, 11, 12? Or 10?
Must be, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, like Ken said, they'll know exactly what it is. They probably won't grasp the full extent of how big the fandom goes, but they'll understand how big that
And
character is.
I'm talking before they even got casted,
That's true.
because they
That
went
is
up
true.
against 30,000 children.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So they would have been
Yeah.
like, okay, like the research for them to get as far as they did.
The fact that
would
I was
have
thinking
been
about it, the fact that they weren't born
Yeah.
intense.
when Harry Potter the first film came out. They were born halfway through. But like Prisoner of Azkaban level, they were born. It's actually terrifying. Okay, let me know. What else have we got? Oh, other news from the week. Same vibe as the Harry Potter that we already talked about. We've had our first look at our Legend of Zelda film. Nintendo have made an announcement today of who is both playing Link and Zelda herself. We have Benjamin Evan Ainsworth playing Link. He has, if you know him from anything, he is the voice of Pinocchio in Tom Hanks's Disney live-action Pinocchio. And we also have Bo Baggerson, who is playing Zelda. She was in a very small fantasy Netflix series. Both, I think, on purpose are probably kind of unknowns. Very interesting choice. It was announced completely in Japanese. Very kind of not directed at us, if that makes sense, and it's been translated through. So maybe it's not really ready for us to be given that information, but it's a thing now. Obviously, there's very similar to what we just said about Harry Potter. There's already very mixed feelings on it. There are people going, "Oh, how beautiful! Like, this is going to be great, and I can't wait to see them together." But then you've got the other people that go, "They're like 12. They don't look." And obviously, there was that. Do you remember everyone wanted Hunter Schafer to play Zelda? Yeah. But other than that, literally nothing has been said. It's just they've released 2 pictures of both Zelda and Link, but in the picture,
Not from the set.
well, the
as
pictures
They're
they've
not even
shown,
pictures from the set.
one's wearing blue and one's wearing green, and it's such a tight image.
That's from their
it's-
own respected shows. Huh?
I
Aren't they
don't
from
know.
their own
That's what kind of people were on about. I think
separate
they're so
shows?
not known that people don't even recognise what show the image might be from. But very conveniently, the colours in the images are green and blue, which is fun enough the characters' colours. So who knows? I don't know. But I feel like this is one of them films, like, you know, like how we've got like Voltron coming, where it's going to be one of them films that is very like niche, and I think like probably we as film people will love it, but I don't know if it would get touched by a lot. But this is Nintendo.
The people
Yeah, they're
complaining
really young.
about their ages, are clearly people that probably started their Zelda
Like
journey
Breath of the
from
Wild is
Nintendo
the
Switch.
only thing they know.
Yeah, that's where they probably started playing from, because I think for this, it's some might think I'm mad to say it's on a Harry
Yeah, it's
Potter
true.
level.
I
We need to
don't
see
know if
these
I
lot
need more
grow
than
up.
one film. It'd be cool, I guess. I hadn't even thought
We
about
need
that.
to see
But
them. We need some, because the Zelda world and the lore around it.
Mm.
There's a lot that they can get me. They can really push through on it. So this could easily be a 4-5
yeah,
film
and I think
franchise
it's
easily if
who's
they
doing it
wanted
too.
to.
Like this is all by Nintendo, and Nintendo, like we've seen with the Super Mario Bros. Film, like they don't shy off a big film. Do you know what I mean? So it's so early into it that there's not really much to talk about. But
Yeah.
I feel like when that hits, well, think about like all the films in that kind of that gauge, like Sonic, Mario, all of them have been like rocket level huge. So when it comes around, which that might be in a year when we have this conversation again, it I think will be quite a huge thing. Same, like I said, when Voltron appears.
I do think this announcement is backwards. I wish they announced Ganondorf.
Yeah, it's
before they
especially
announced
if you,
these two.
and obviously they don't know that it's going to get backlash, but like there must be thoughts in it. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's very an
Yeah,
interesting
100%.
thing, but it's also how they announced it. Like it's not been done any different. It's been done through like just a tweet in a quote. That's it.
Yeah. And I think with film studios,
That's
they don't
exactly,
mind
yeah.
backlash. They just see it as publicity. So
It always reminds me
they're
of
cool.
Wolf of Wall Street, where he says he's like, "There's no such thing as bad press." And
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Bad press is good
The
press.
ages thing is really funny as well to go back to. Just
Mhm.
thinking back, we were saying those kids were probably born when Prisoner of Azkaban came out. When Prisoner of Azkaban came out, I wasn't born. So they are far younger than we thought.
that's
It's
horrible.
like that, man.
So they are probably like born when like Deathly
That's
Hallows
insane,
Part 2
man.
came out.
Jesus.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah, I can't do that. That hurts.
Next discussion.
That hurts. Okay,
No.
fine. This again, it's not too much news because it literally was only kind of been told to us in the last hour. But again, something I'm looking forward to is we're going to get the Mortal Kombat trailer tomorrow. Yeah.
Did you not watch the Johnny Cage trailer?
I've seen some people receiving posters, and I saw the whole thing. Like IMDb have made a post for it, and that's kind of just it. But obviously, there's not much to talk about. It'll probably be a next week episode thing. Mortal Kombat trailer tomorrow. Again, weirdly, another game faction. I bet it'll be huge.
Yeah.
Dungeon.
Yeah,
the
I
first one's
don't
awful,
really like the first one.
but they always make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't have hope in this. And I wasn't really happy
that's
with
a
Carl
rogue one.
Urban's casting as well. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not here or there with it. I'm just.
I wonder if it'll come out like the Borderlands
I'm not
movie,
fussed, you know.
like as in how it's viewed. Because you had Dungeons and Dragons, and like that was, let's be fair, it's not a serious film, but people just appreciated the comedy and like the level it's at. Do you know what I mean? Borderlands just did not do okay, and I have a feeling this might go that way. Yeah,
It's a terrible film. Most
I
likely.
don't think it can go the Borderlands way because the Borderlands marketing was extreme. That's why when it was bad, it hit bad. The Mortal Kombat marketing, if we were in another age, that would be a straight to DVD production. But we're just on a
100%,
streaming.
yeah.
So if it's bad, I don't think it hits as hard as Borderlands did.
I'm open to it. Again, it's one of them ones that I'm such like, if I walked out of it and it was terrible, I wouldn't be like no, because it's just like it's weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Expect disappointment.
They're still pushing that Cole character,
Fair.
so I know it's going to be bad.
Okay. Next one, I really can't contribute into this at all, and I'll tell you why in a second. Some news that came out today is we have had our Stranger Things trailer. I unfortunately can't comment because I've never watched more than season 1, so I am useless to this conversation. No, I know. It's the same thing as you said about how like long there is between seasons, and I could catch up now.
But you can't
Yeah,
use that excuse if you didn't get past season 1.
But
watch them, honestly, watch them. The unfortunate thing is firstly they are a great series. They're all great episodes, most of them. But you lose the momentum because when was season 4 out? Christ.
2022.
2022. And this is what,
May
a
and July.
10-year franchise? Is it 10 year?
Yeah, it was 2013 when it started.
I mean, that's mad. I mean, I lost the momentum, but when I finished season 4, I was so ready for season 5. But then I'm like, I need that momentum to go back up again because it's been so long. It is a very good series. The trailer does look very, very good. It does look very good. So I'm slowly trying to build that.
Does it
momentum
look good
back
as
up
a
again.
trailer? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
I think, Crow, I think you would appreciate Joseph Quinn once you watch all of it.
I think that's
Joseph Quinn's very good. Yeah. We won't talk about all the stuff that came out about him afterwards with all that craze that followed Joseph Quinn.
See, that's all I
was
saw.
One of the worst.
That's
things
all I saw. That put me off
I
even
have
more.
ever seen. If you ignore that, what Joseph Quinn did in the show was great. All the stuff, all the fan craze that came with Chrissy Wake Up and all of that was awful.
I think this is why I really struggled when the
the
Fantastic
show.
Four cast was announced, because I don't really know him. So when I saw, all I know him is from everything you've just referred to. So when I saw him as Johnny Storm, I was like, oh no. And then between now and then, we had Gladiator 2, and he was brilliant in that, to be fair. So that's kind of raised my expectations.
You not see?
Nope. I haven't watched Quiet Place.
Quiet Place, yeah.
He's gone under the radar for me.
Yeah. I just feel like he hasn't. Yeah, and I know he's had some major roles, but like I don't feel like he's got that role yet to certify a name for himself. I feel like he's been given a little bit here and there, which he's done very well in, but potentially it might be this film, might be Fantastic Four.
I know what you mean.
He hasn't had that major role.
I could see him becoming like weirdly like a Nicholas Hoult or a Robert Pattinson. Do you know what I mean? Like they've been around for a while, but then all of a sudden bang, and then they're in like everything, but to like the highest level. Yeah, that's how I could see that happening, and I don't even know him, and I feel it.
But I think it's easy for us to say that because we watch a lot of films. I think Nicholas Hoult is only being noticed now.
You're probably right.
As Lex.
Yeah, you're probably
yeah.
Because I put a video on like 2-3 days ago, a little appreciation post for Nicholas Hoult because of the what he's been doing. Because I feel like Ken said, I mean, he's been Lex Luthor, but probably a lot of people haven't watched Nosferatu. A lot of people probably haven't seen The Menu. Warm Bodies, great film.
X-Men.
What else has he been recently? X-Men, of course, as Beast. He's been in Juror #2. I think he was in like 3 different films in the space of like the last 3 months of last year.
He was also in
crazy
a film with Jude Law in it last year. Can't remember what it's called. And then Skins, of course.
Yeah.
And About a Boy.
Of course, you've got him in Skins. I saw another post yesterday being like the 2 best villains of 2025 have both come from Skins.
Yeah,
with
fair.
Jack O'Connell obviously in Sinners, and then Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor. So I love that.
I'd say the same about Robert P as well, because between Batman and Twilight, no one seems to know much of his work, even though we know he's been working hard. Because when he was cast as Batman, he was still referred to as a Twilight boy, but he's got like 10 films in between that, and people still don't recognize. But
some incredible films.
Yeah.
So, like I think it's called Good Time, which I think I've got very highly rated. That's an incredible film. That was what inspired his role, I think, or got him primarily the role as the Batman was that film Good Time. So he's incredible.
They are the future.
The benefit is that Joseph Quinn's not very old.
100%.
Whereas Robert Pattinson, and I'm not saying Nicholas Hoult is old, but they're like in their 30s, 40s, you know what I mean? So like if your career's kicking off now, that's still great for them and amazing, but you're now only going to be typecast older. Joseph Quinn has managed to land Johnny Storm young, which means he might have one of them, like by the time he is Robert Pattinson's age, he'll have like a Revenant level role. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how I feel it. But I don't know.
Yeah. What's going to be weird is seeing him go from Johnny Storm to playing one of the Beatles.
Yeah, that's...
How old is Joseph Quinn now?
Joseph
Late
Quinn.
20s.
He is 31.
Or is he 30?
31.
Oh,
he's 31.
I was going to say 28.
Chris Evans was 24 when he was
weird,
in
That is mad.
So
Wow.
I don't know if we can say he's secured a role
Okay,
young.
that's fair actually. Yeah, I didn't even know that.
That's
Yeah,
a very
wow.
fair point. But in terms of going back to Strange Things,
Yeah.
watch that because it's very good. And then, yeah, what is intriguing as well is that this next season, all the episodes are like 2 hours long, which is
Yeah.
insane.
Yeah, the
Mini
scenario
movies,
is
innit?
four, it's like
As
2.5
a viewer
hours.
from outside, I look at that and go, "Oh God."
It
I
sounds
feel like
mad.
there's a
I really enjoyed it.
lot to do in that show, a lot to wrap up. It's the final one. I don't really. Was Stranger Things based on a book, or is it just like its original design? Like,
I
was
think
it?
it's all original.
I think it's an original. It's a Netflix original as well.
Yeah.
And I think as a viewer, these 2-hour episodes says to me that whatever contract is in place, they're just trying to get rid of this thing. They're trying to get it out there so they can move on. Whatever director's been tied to this or whatever, Netflix just want to let go so quickly because I think it's still going to be weekly episodes, right?
Yeah, there's like I think there's dropping in 3 parts. You got part 1 in like November, part 2 Christmas, and then part 3 New Year's Day, I think.
But is
Yeah.
that 3 episodes then, as in 2 hours each?
I don't know actually.
I think
I don't
it's
know how many
4
episodes are in
in
season. Say again?
I think it's 4 in the first bit, 4 in the second bit, and then the New Year's Eve one is just the final episode.
The 1 episode. Oh, okay.
But Ben, I'd suggest to you to watch season 5 how I watched season 4, which
Okay.
was before that I hadn't seen any of it. So I watched all of the previous ones and then 4, and then I was so ready for 5.
I
and
think
now
it's just one of them
don't
things
really
that feels like it's gone on forever. Like to give you an idea, Stranger Things was like Netflix's like push when Netflix came out. That was their thing. To give you an idea, I had Netflix on my Nintendo Wii, so that's like the era that we're referring to here, and I still don't care. Do you know what I mean? Like that's how far we're down. We're on the Switch 2 now.
You were watching
And it, yeah,
Netflix
yeah.
with no
That's how
4K.
that's how I watched The Inbetweeners for the first time as well as Netflix on the Wii. Here we are, and now we're getting a Legend of Zelda Nintendo film, and I've gone back from crazy.
Yeah.
The thing with Stranger Things, I think
sports film.
they can pull it back if they get it right with the marketing.
Since between
So,
4 and
I
5,
think
there's a
that will-
Thea
that's what will
production.
determine it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I
and
think
that's
it would
doing
do well, even if it's
That's
poor.
doing really well.
Like it's got generation levels in it. So
It's definitely going to do well.
okay, what else have we got?
that's
Oh,
gonna be so-
Supergirl. We have what day is it today? It's now I don't know what day is it. It's Wednesday today. So Superman has now been out for a few
16th,
days. Spoilers have passed. People have all got to it, and we're at the point. Exactly, yeah.
By the time the
And
episode goes on,
obviously
it's
we
another
had
week, so, yeah.
yeah. Spoilers. Oh no, only 2 weeks late.
Spoilers.
Supergirl obviously was shown at the end of James Gunn's Superman. Today we actually have our official Supergirl poster. I wasn't expecting it so quickly. I'm not going to lie, which says to me that a trailer will soon come. I think it will probably be a couple of months maybe, but a trailer soon come. It looks, and what has already been said about it, that it's going to be a bit more chaotic and a little bit darker than what we've just had. Even our current Superman mentions it at the end of the film when he says, she's been getting drunk on planets with red suns. So I think it's going to be a little bit more traumatizing than what we've just had. And even from the poster that we've seen, I'm pretty sure she's standing there like drinking a milkshake or something, and there's spray paint over the walls. It's got that edgier feel. Do you know what I mean? Was it a match? A little bit more edgier feel than what we've just had. But this takes.
Yeah, and that's what I saw. I don't know the exact comic book name, so I can't say it, but I remember I saw someone say about James Gunn saying that the inspiration for this Supergirl was the comic in which Superman said at the end of the movie that because of what happened to Kryptonite, she's been going through some sort of like depression and all of this
Woman
stuff.
of Tomorrow comic, I think it's called.
That's the one, yeah. And yeah, she's been going through all of this after obviously the loss of Krypton, and that's the darker aspect to it. And I think Millie Alcock is a great Supergirl. I think she just looks the part. I think we're in for a treat with the film, and I think it was the right time to show the poster because you've got all this buzz around Superman.
Yeah.
Here's the next one. This is what's coming next. Like this is what I hope this sort of stays as a pattern. Like we get the next DC film, get the next teaser for the next thing. Let's just keep the momentum going. Don't overload it with shows and unnecessary stuff.
This
Just give
is
us
how they claw
a
back
good
from like
structure
the Marvel
and you'll
fanboys
keep
right
it.
now. If you keep the interaction going while the previous interaction's still happening, you don't even have a chance to look forward to a Marvel show because you're still riding on the last DC. That's how they do it. But this takes me actually to the point that we spoke about last week in our Superman review episode. The way I described Superman was that it was safe. He didn't take any risks with this film. I think if he took a risk with it and it backfired, it would have been an awful first start. He did a really comfortable journey as a first go. Really?
I can't agree with that. There were a
And do you think they
lot
played
of
off?
risks taken with this. Firstly, no
Okay,
origin
alright.
story. That's always a big risk because you're introducing people to. Easy for us to say he's a known
Clued up,
character,
yeah.
but some people just aren't. Secondly,
Yeah,
it's a
fair.
Superman that's 3 years in. It's a world that's established with heroes. These are all huge risks. Then you've got the political aspect. What else? Those are few risks he gambled.
Because I
heavy
think
with, and
now
it
with
paid
what
off.
we've just spoken about
It paid off.
Supergirl and how this is going to be a slightly darker film, that's going to be the risk claim. Because if he didn't pull off Superman, no one was going to watch Supergirl. Unfortunately, the truth is that there's always going to be less viewers to Supergirl compared to Superman. Just naturally, Superman is a more popular character. So if you screwed up on film 1, film 2 is just failing instantly. But now he has the opportunity to take
absolutely.
a risk and make a story out of something. And I'm ready for that, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, again, before we went into Superman, I said I was like, I'm really concerned that this is just going to be funny all the time. And I don't need that. I need funny alongside a story that develops. And he's managed to balance that perfectly in what is now Superman. Now we can do something with Supergirl. And begin to establish a something going on.
I think that Supergirl poster as well. I don't have any insight, but it feels very James Gunn. Like he thought, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna put this out." Like he got no approval, no nothing, because the amount of marketing they did for Superman, there must be nothing left. So he must have been bored and thought, you know what, throw this out
Yeah,
there,
I
man.
think that's
Let's
it.
let's
We've
shake
got
That's
it
what
up.
I'm saying. The
momentum
trailer has
going.
to come soon.
Mm. It's good, and I like the dual marketing as well.
Yeah.
I think that
Yeah,
is
that's cool.
wicked. The look up and then look out.
That's
I
cool.
think that
But yeah, they need to keep us with something
smashed
because it will die off quick.
This makes
Because if Supergirl isn't here for another year, we get nothing for a year.
Keep,
Be really hard.
exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Keep the momentum going. We've obviously got Clayface. We've got a few things like keep
No, we
the
got
momentum going.
Peacemaker next, no?
Peacemaker next. Yeah, that's next month.
Peacemaker, then Lanterns.
I reckon we
Yeah,
get
I'm
Lanterns.
thinking
I'm so
Yeah.
excited for
Yeah.
Lanterns.
as well,
That's the
so-
one I'm looking forward to.
Mm.
I'm gassed for that.
So
Yeah.
I'm excited for the future of the DCU.
Yeah.
I'm looking
I think this like poster thing though makes what they did on Sunday really weird. This like new marketing strategy that Marvel and DC are doing, which is post official pictures of the huge spoiler.
Yeah,
of
I'm
the
not a fan
movie
of that.
3 days after release. Marvel
That's a
did
good
it with
point.
Thunderbolts and posted like the new Avengers thing, and then on Sunday DC released the official
Yeah.
pictures of Supergirl. But it was
Because
they
they're
were
very
solid
big
shoots,
on
it just spoils
like
the movie.
I remember when Spider-Man No Way Home came out, and they do like actual promotional like TikToks of them saying like, "Don't spoil the film, let everyone enjoy it, like keep it all quiet," and then posted themselves 3 days later. Like, unless you're an actual nerd like we are, and we've either seen the film earlier or we've
Yeah.
bought it on like midnight showing. Most people were just casual watchers, and they'll go, "Oh, I couldn't make it this weekend. I'll watch it next weekend." Do you know what I mean? And by that point, it potentially is spoiled. They might not have the same actual feed. Do you know what I mean? So they might not come
very
across
good
it.
example.
But
Yeah,
it's,
that's a very good example of that is the Thunderbolt stuff. I remember like it was the whole reveal of the new Avengers, and
Yeah.
they were putting everything, billboards, things
Oh, Hollywood Boulevard.
online about the new Avengers.
Yeah.
You think this film came out like yesterday? Like, hold
It's not
up,
fair.
people that still haven't watched it yet.
I personally didn't understand when I saw the billboard saying the new Adventures. I didn't know it was a thing in the film. I didn't understand it. But also, I'd like to ask, do you think the Supergirl poster is a spoiler for
it's
Superman?
another one. Yeah, I'll potentially say.
Yeah, I'd say it's a slight one because it's like people know. I don't know. People know the Supergirl.
But that's only to
film's
people that are
coming,
in
they've
the
teased that before.
field here, of the
So
people
it's
that
just
we're
like-
talking to and about right now. If you're a generic, overall, a cinema is going to be what, like 50-50 between nerds and generic film watchers. That's what makes the money, right? And if you're a generic film watcher and you just went, I'm just going to pop to the cinema today and watch Superman, you might have not had any clue that Supergirl was coming. Do you know what I mean? But there's also a chance you're never even going to find, you're never even going to see that Supergirl poster because you just don't follow the same socials. But
And would you say if you're a generic watcher and you saw that Supergirl poster, you'd automatically assume she was in a Superman film?
yeah,
I don't
think so. I think it's just like, there's a
much.
All it does as a generic watcher is you look at it and go, oh, cool, there's more, and that's probably about it. Yeah, that's probably about it.
This is the next
So
thing.
I don't know.
Cool.
Let's be fair. We're talking about it here, but they've got like the best marketing strategy in the world. They've got the best of the best doing this up top. Do you know what I mean? So they know what they're doing. Clearly, it works. So
yeah.
Okay, last bit of news that I've got for this week is our new Disney Hoppers film trailer.
Please market this
I agree.
movie. Please market this movie.
I agree. We don't need an Elio again.
After Elio.
No, we loved Elio.
Well, did you not like Elio?
But we were saying it's a shame
Elio.
only like 4 people got
it.
to watch it because no one knew that it was even a thing. Because this is, if I'm correct in saying, another new idea. The exact thing that they've just stated that they don't want to continue doing because no one will watch it. So if this flops on level with Elio or worse, we're screwed. Like we're never getting anything more than Incredibles a 7, 8, and 9.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
we're about to 25.
I mean, it doesn't release till March next year. If they're releasing a trailer now, we can only hope the marketing is a lot better than Elio.
Yeah,
and they kind of push it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
So I imagine it will show at the beginning of Fantastic Four.
You got to think it's any Disney films between now and then. Does Disney own Avatar now? Like James Cameron's Avatar. So potentially,
potentially there. But what other kids from Smurfs? I think it will come on maybe at the beginning of Smurfs. Even though it's not a Disney film, I mean, kids' films always have similar trailers.
Worst comes to worst, we'll volunteer
not sure
as the marketing team for Disney Hoppers. We'll do it as a thought. No one else is doing it, apparently.
Let's do it.
Pay us to put banners across the screen. Watch right here. There you
go. Maybe on Disney Plus ads. Because they do new releases on there.
They like to show trailers and stuff. They put little things to check the trailer out, but they don't push it a lot, really. So,
well, I know there's like the budget tiers of Disney Plus now, but you got the ads in there. They're probably going to throw it in.
Yeah, I think just hope they do better than Elio because I only saw Elio on buses. Saw Elio on a bus, and Luis, who was here a couple of weeks ago, who's a big Disney film fanatic, he was telling me that he went to Disneyland and they had a poster on the side of one building of Elio, and that was it. And that's in Disneyland. That's rough. He was there. He said he was there on around. I can't remember if he said on the day or the week of Elio's release, and they didn't have any merch. They didn't have anything. Just nothing. It's almost like they knew it was going to fail before they started. And I wouldn't be surprised if that would.
Yeah.
It's a great film.
Because I heard it's a good film.
No one will buy anything if no one's seen it.
It's really good.
I'm not going to buy the merch for it if I don't know what I'm looking at. And they clearly look at it and go, oh, no, it releases next week and we've not done anything for it. What's the point of putting the plushies out? Because they're not going to sell. But this is what we're saying. Please post and push the film because if it's a good film or if it's a bad film, people deserve to at least try it. And if it doesn't go well, this is what I'm saying, we're going to end up with more, like they said, we'll have more live action remakes or we'll have Incredible 7, 8, and 9 for absolutely no reason. Do you know what I mean? Like they'll end up being like that because we're not going to get genuine original stories anymore.
Do you think they could recoup when it comes out on streaming?
Potentially, but will that bring back the box office numbers like it needs to? Because that's all they care about at the end of the day is money. If it doesn't pull back their numbers, they don't have enough to fund the next. And then you're screwed again. I don't know. It's just all about promotion.
Yeah. And they put so much effort into Elio as well, which is so weird that they didn't market it.
Because it's cool. It looks good. The story's great. Had some decent names in it that should have pulled at least some decent numbers, but it just didn't bother. Just didn't do anything. It's a real shame.
Yeah, which is a shame.
Okay, fine. Let's move on a little bit from the news. Let's talk about, Ken, what you're most looking forward to this year. What is yet to come? What is yet to come that you are
This year.
looking forward to seeing? We can
You have
make
a
a
list
list
there?
quite easily, I think. So, in order of where we are right now, obviously, Smurfs is technically the next one that we have, which is Friday. We have Fantastic Four after that. We have beautiful,
My review
yes,
came out for
100%
that
do
today.
that.
Check it out.
Films of 2025 summer onwards. It would have been helpful if I actually had a list, wouldn't it?
What we got in August?
Yep,
Yeah, you've got
Nobody
Fantastic
to-
Four. You've
yeah.
got
Avatar's a big one. Naked Gun, The Bad Guys
Avatar.
2,
Avatar.
Freakier
Bad
Friday,
Naked
Tron
Gun.
Ares. Zootopia 2 does hit
Zootopia.
this year, November. We have The Running Man. We have Predator Badlands. We have Now You See Me, Now You Don't. We have Wicked for Good. We have Avatar Fire and Ash. We have Marty Supreme. And we have The Housemaid.
And we also have a ton of horror films
Him.
that I can't wait to
What
see.
stands out
him
for you
this year as well.
from that for the rest of the year?
For me,
That's fair.
definitely Avatar, without saying. Absolutely Avatar. I was a big
Wow,
fan of Anaconda. It's scheduled for this year, but I don't know if it's coming out this year. I'd like to see how they deal with that. And off the back of Killer of Killers,
Fair. That's a good one.
New Predator, Badlands.
Yep, yep.
Absolutely. I love The Bad Guys. I think that was another
Fun.
underrated
Yeah.
Very underrated.
film.
I think they're a good chance.
And of course,
They're a good range, actually.
I
It's a
think
good
those are
range.
my messages.
Because mine.
We have a very
We
good
do,
range
we
of
do.
films
Like
for the rest
let's
of
let's
the
say
year,
we're
which is
past
great.
Fantastic Four already. Everything left is kind of a bit of everyone's interests. I quite like that. Like for me, my big ones are Tron. I'm so excited for Tron Ares. I'm a big Tron fan, and visually cannot wait to see that on the big screen because I don't know how old I was when the first Tron Legacy came out. I was not old enough to even see that in a cinema, but very excited for that. Avatar is, I think, an obvious one, and then Wicked's cool, and I'm looking forward to it in Zootopia as well. But I think Marty Supreme is hitting my third place there. Compared
That's
to
gonna be the
what you're looking at
Oscar
of this
run, that
list,
film.
there isn't even any that
Yeah.
would try it, if that makes sense. Marty Supreme.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Marty Supreme. Timothy,
Marty Supreme.
the film that Timothy Chalamet has cut his hair for,
Chalamet.
basically. It's got Tyler the Creator in it, weirdly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's not till.
Who is it? Benny?
Hang on, let me.
Is it Benny Safdie or is it? Who's the director? Or is it the Coen brothers? Which one? I can't.
It's got Gwyneth Paltrow, Penn Jillette, Abel Ferrara.
Yeah, Josh Safdie is doing it. What is Marty Supreme about? Marty Supreme is a
Kevin
young man with a
O'Leary.
dream that no one respects. He
Josh
goes to
Safdie
hell
did
and
it.
back in pursuit of greatness. That doesn't break down anything. But yeah, it's got Gwyneth Paltrow in it as well. I don't know, but I think you're right. I think it will be the Oscar bait of
That
the year.
film-
Well, what's left of the year. We haven't really had that many this year, to be fair.
I think what will is I'm pretty sure it comes out this year. Benny Safdie's film. Is it called The Punching Bag? The one with Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Smashing
Is that
That
the
Machine.
looks
one with
good,
The
to be
Rock?
fair.
The one with the
The Smashing Machine.
Is that this
It's
year?
got a Smash Machine.
That does look good.
Yes. Yeah.
I
That
don't know when
does
that
look
comes,
good.
actually. Hang on.
Do you guys not think Timothy's
October this year.
going too
No,
early for his
no.
Oscar?
Nah,
Yeah.
not at all.
No, he's cooking.
He already
You think he
was.
should be going for it now?
He was going for it for Bob
yeah,
Dylan.
he already was. He was. Yeah, he was.
I
there
think
for
the earlier you
Oscar
get
this
it,
year, wasn't it?
he could retire next year if he really wanted to, let's be fair. But like, if you nail an Oscar this young, only from that point onwards, your films are legendary, every single one. You wouldn't even bother taking a small film. Ever since he hit, I would say probably like kind of like Bones and all level. Any film since then have all been like big, brilliant films. He hasn't taken any like small. He hasn't played a voice actor in a second. Do you know what I mean? They're all big films.
Yeah, but I get that, but I'm saying, that could also be a detriment.
I think
If
he
you're
wants
too
that
big
though.
of a star.
He's literally said like, "I want greatness."
Because then,
I think he won.
Yeah.
Yeah.
fair, if that's what he wants.
Yeah,
If
he's gonna be the big name.
I
If
feel
he's
like
not
he
already.
should be having a lot more fun right now, and then
I wouldn't be surprised if he
later down
ends
the
up
line,
like
grab your Oscar.
he'll smash it out to like 45, 50, do some absolutely incredible things, and then just disappears. And then he'll come back for like like in the year 2070,
Yeah.
he'll come back in like their version of the Expendables. Do you know what I mean? Where you just bring back loads of random old people that were legends then, and then he'll do something like that. I don't know. He'll be like, he'll be like Robert De Niro,
Yeah, do 9.
but like films that Robert De Niro's in now. Do you know what I mean? They only cast him because of who he was, if that makes sense. That's what will happen. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
I don't want to see him get
I think he's already
stuck in
there.
that DiCaprio loop. You know, DiCaprio's journey for greatness, he just kept going banger after banger, but his Oscar didn't come till real later. And I do feel like he missed out on quite a lot of roles, perhaps, like big money roles.
I think it
Just
then comes
forget
down
that,
to
and then now
personal,
he's
like,
just
what
gonna
would
be
you prefer? Would you prefer to have
stuck in that
fun while
loop
making a
where
film,
it's
or do you want like serious roles? Because like Timothée Chalamet doesn't seem to be having like fun roles. He seems to be like drilling a career, if that makes sense. Like it's all professional based.
Tom
He's
Holland
making-
looks
I
like
don't
he's
know.
having
I guess
fun.
it completely comes down to like what he wants, and all he's ever stated is he wants greatness, and that it's all dependent
Yeah.
on how quickly greatness comes to him. Would be the argument.
But for each of you, what route would you rather go? Would you go the Leo route, where Pursuit of Greatness, or the Samuel L. Jackson, where you have a crazy amount of catalog, but you know you're just relevant all the time, kind of thing?
I'd probably go down maybe the route of like wanting to be in
Mhm.
just great films. Like, I just want to make a big name for myself. And like, I mean, you've got actors that have done that. Like, you've got Leo, you've got some incredible names. But like, I feel like I feel like I'd want to be in something where they are solid, or I hope they would be solid films, not just for
I
films
think
for the
I would.
sake of it. I
I think I'd end up down the Samuel
Maybe I
Jackson line. I
wouldn't.
feel like everyone starts an actor as I'm going to be the greatest. I want to be the biggest. I want to be the best. And then after a while, you smash out some good ones, and then you actually, if you've made a name for yourself and you're still making money, why not just have fun? Does that make sense? Like he was in The Other Guys. Do you know what I mean? That's not like he's gone, this is going to be my role for the rest of this is going to be the role I'm remembered for. But he's had fun doing it. You know, it's going to be like that. I think I'd end up at that route. I think you start and then change. And that's probably how it works.
I feel like
Yeah.
I want to go for the greatness, and then I think I'd end up becoming Pedro Pascal and bouncing through IPs.
That's one way of doing it. Oh, that brings us back to the other episode. We were talking about Pedro Pascal being in Harry Potter. He could be Voldemort. He could be Voldemort. Let's be fair.
Be surprised. I would not be surprised.
He'd be more
they would
Professor
throw that straight
Lupin.
in the bin.
Yeah, go on.
Talking about Pedro Pascal.
Bellatrix, yeah,
He's
nice.
going to be our Bellatrix.
Fantastic Four next week.
Is there 4 next
Yeah,
week?
crazy. I'm so excited.
F4 next week.
I've been more excited for Fantastic Four over Superman, which is now
Big episode next week. Fantastic Four.
which is now tricky because I really enjoyed
can't
Superman,
wait.
and if Fantastic Four doesn't hold that for me, I will be really sad. Yeah,
Marketing hasn't been as big
it's
as
pulling them.
Superman, but
Yeah, don't know.
Yeah, you can only
Superman's done very well. I'm very interested to see when it reaches cinemas of what the balance of films still will be, because by that point Superman would have been out 2 weeks, and naturally you would put the leading film of that opening weekend as the primary film in a cinema. If a film's still pulling numbers, they'll balance it, which would pull Fantastic down, if that makes sense, and they would push more Superman. And if they do that, that's when you
Yeah.
realise it's screwed.
Yeah.
Because Superman's done crazy numbers already.
I would have thought they would be pushing. I would have thought they would have been pushing Fantastic Four because of what happened with Thunderbolts.
I think they're riding on who
The
and what it
market would have
is.
been a bit more.
Like everywhere you read it, it's like the return of Marvel's like most popular family. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like they're just basically
family.
riding on that, and the actors in it. Pedro Pascal is his own marketing without the film. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I know people
Joseph
that
Quinn.
like there was like the whole TikTok trend of people that watched Jurassic World just because Jonathan Bailey was in it. Don't care about dinosaurs, but Jonathan Bailey's in it, and that's enough. Do you know what I mean? And Pedro Pascal will do that for Fantastic Four.
I can
Jurassic
say
World is
now
20 money.
that I'm excited for Eben Moss because I've been watching The Bear. I had a good cry today, and I now appreciate whatever he's bringing to the thing because that show is epic. I'm on like season 3
I'm excited
now,
to see what he
so I'm
does with
still
it.
riding
Of like all the trailers and the media we've seen already,
Incredible show.
looks to be my fan favorite already. He's spoken the most. We've probably seen the most of him. Pedro Pascal,
I
of
think
what
it's
we've
really-
seen of like the marketing and the trailers, hasn't really done anything. He hasn't really said much. No.
We haven't seen a lot of Pedro. That's the thing. We haven't really seen any of his powers in the thing. So
Yeah.
Yeah, I think in all the 6 trailers we've seen,
Yeah.
I think
I
only
bet you
one
that's
of them
on
shows his
purpose.
powers.
there's a slight one where he does some
Yeah,
sort of
'cause
jump over.
The first trailer was primarily Johnny
we'll
Storm's
see.
Human
We'll
Torch's abilities and the thing where you can't hide that. Do you know what I mean? But like, yeah, I'm wondering if it's on purpose. I wonder if it's going to be the sort of thing where he doesn't use his powers for like 3/4 of the film, and the finale is when he comes out with it, and then you're like, I've been waiting.
Yeah, it might be a thing where they're focusing on his brain
Maybe.
power kind of thing.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Well,
That does.
That
That
leads
ends
us
the episode
perfectly
pretty
into
well, to be fair. Is there
next
anything else
week's
anyone wants to
episode, isn't it?
mention? If not, the next episode is going to be huge. Fantastic Four. If we start the
next
episode next
episode
week,
is Fantastic Four.
I'll say I didn't like the last trailer. I think that revealed too much.
Well,
interesting.
that's the one that got me really, really hyped.
Yeah, I don't think they needed to show that.
The Heralding Galactus honestly gives me goosebumps every time I hear it.
I wonder if
cannot wait.
Yeah, I wonder if
cannot
she'll be
wait.
like,
She's gonna be
you know,
good.
like how we said, like Nicholas Hoult stole the show as Lex Luthor. If she will steal the show from R4, like it might be the Silver Surfer that you come out going, that was the
100%.
best bit.
Mm.
Don't know. I'll let you know in 7
Possibly.
days.
Galactus is really
Yeah, I'll
good.
let you know in 7.
Review cover.
Perfect.
next week,
Well, that wraps
next
us off
week.
quite nicely. That is just over an hour podcast, which is quite lovely. So this releases every Wednesday at 6, and next week we are going to be discussing Marvel's most famous family, the Fantastic Four. Thank you, everyone, for
Fantastic.
joining us.
Wow.
Perfect. Cool.
Peace.